In Egypt's Sinai Peninsula, a landscape revered by Judaism, Christianity, and Islam is being rapidly reimagined. Mount Sinai, known locally as Jabal Musa, the mountain where Moses is believed to have received the Ten Commandments, now sits at the heart of a state-backed makeover, the Great Transfiguration Project. Supporters hail it as a chance to welcome the world. Critics warn it could erase the very qualities that make the mountain sacred. For thousands of years, pilgrims have traveled here seeking silence and awe, not shopping malls. At Mount Sinai's base stands St. Catherine's Monastery, a 6th-century fortress that has operated continuously longer than almost any other Christian monastery. Its library of ancient manuscripts is rivaled only by the Vatican's, and the entire surrounding wilderness is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The new plan, launched in 2021, envisions luxury hotels, villas, shopping districts, and a modern residential zone. Roads are being widened, the nearby airport is slated for international expansion, and a cable car is proposed to whisk visitors up the mountain. Egypt's government presents the project as a gift. More jobs, more tourists, 30 million annually by 2028, and a brighter economic future for the wider region. Yet, on the ground, the transformation is colliding with an older reality. The Jabelia Bedouin, custodians of this desert for centuries, have seen homes and eco-lodges bulldozed, often with little compensation. One cemetery was razed to create a car park, its graves exhumed. Writer Ben Hoffler, who has worked closely with the Bedouin, calls the effort a top-down imposition that turns a living culture into a stage set. Religious tensions have also flared. In May 2025, an Egyptian court declared the land under St. Catherine's Monastery state-owned, granting monks only usage rights. The Greek Orthodox Church and the Greek government condemned the ruling as a threat to one of Christianity's holiest places. Although Egypt's president later pledged to protect the monastery's status, the dispute remains unresolved, complicated by an internal power struggle among the monks themselves. Environmental worries compound the controversy. UNESCO has repeatedly urged Egypt to pause construction and file a conservation plan, warning that new roads and buildings scar the plain of El Raha, where, by tradition, the Israelites camped. World Heritage Watch went further in July 2025, asking UNESCO to list St. Catherine as World Heritage in Danger. Opponents argue the project undermines the remoteness and serenity that are central to the mountain's spiritual pull. Proponents counter that modern tourism and heritage can coexist. They point to promises of sustainable architecture, reforestation, and improved visitor management. But so far, detailed environmental studies have not been publicly released, and the pace of building has raised doubts about how much of the original vision will remain intact. Financing has reportedly slowed construction at times, yet bulldozers continue to carve into the granite slopes. Each day's progress deepens the stakes. Will Mount Sinai become another mass tourism resort, or can development be balanced with the protection of a site that millions consider holy ground? What happens next matters far beyond Egypt. The outcome will test how the world navigates the growing pressure to monetize sacred landscapes without stripping them of meaning. For the Jabelia Bedouin, for monks safeguarding ancient manuscripts, and for pilgrims who still climb before dawn to watch the sunrise from the summit, The answer will determine whether Mount Sinai remains a place of revelation or becomes just another stop on a tourist itinerary.